All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about the absolute bedrock of building anything that lasts online. These are the three core principles that separate the legendary systems from the projects that just, well, fade away. Let's get right into it. So picture this. You've done it. You've built the next big thing. And on your laptop, it's just flawless. It's fast, it's beautiful, it works perfectly. You hit that deploy button, and for one glorious second, you feel like a hero. And then, the alerts start screaming. The site is down. The database is literally melting. Your dream just turned into a full-blown production nightmare. But here's the thing. That nightmare, it is totally preventable. It's not about magic. It's about architecture. And that architecture stands on three incredibly powerful pillars that every great engineer lives by: reliability, scalability, and maintainability. You get these three right, and trust me, you're golden. Okay, let's start with the big one, the absolute foundation, reliability. Now, this isn't just about your website being up. It's about your system continuing to work correctly, doing what it's supposed to do, even when parts of it are failing spectacularly in the background. It's all about surviving the absolute chaos of the real world. To really get this, we have to nail down a critical distinction. A fault is not the same thing as a failure. A fault is when one little piece goes wrong. A hard drive dies, a network switch gives up. A failure is when the user sees an error page. You see the difference? The entire game of reliability is building a system that can soak up faults without ever letting them become failures. So let's paint a picture here. Imagine your system is this single, happy blue server, just pulsing away, calmly processing all that glowing data from your users. Everything is perfect. It's doing exactly what you built it to do. Life is good. And then, bam, a bright yellow lightning bolt zaps the server. That's a hardware fault. And listen, this kind of thing happens all the time. Drives fail, memory gets corrupted. Faults aren't an if, they are a when. Any system that isn't ready for this exact moment is a system that's designed to break. But watch this, because we designed for reliability, a backup server instantly spins up. It seamlessly starts catching that stream of data. The flow is totally uninterrupted. A fault happened, for sure, but the system as a whole never failed. To the user, everything is perfect. They have no idea anything even went wrong. That is what reliability looks like in action. So your system can take a punch. Great. But now you have a totally different kind of problem. Success. Millions of users are flooding your app. This is where we shift from just surviving to actually thriving. Let's talk about pillar number 2, scalability. And to understand scalability, you really have to know the classic example that basically defined the problem: Twitter. You see, their challenge wasn't just the sheer number of tweets per second. No, the real killer, the thing that kept their engineers up at night, was a concept called fan-out. Think about it like this. A celebrity with, say, 30 million followers sends out one tweet. That's just one tiny piece of data hitting Twitter servers. But that one packet instantly has to explode into a massive cascade of 30 million individual writes, one for every single follower's timeline. That's fan-out. It's one small action creating a colossal amount of work. So, how on earth do you handle that? Well, you've got two basic choices. Approach 1, you could build a user's timeline when they log in. We call this read time. That's super easy on your system when the tweet is sent, but it's painfully slow for the user trying to load their feed. Or you do what Twitter did. You do the work at write time. When that celebrity tweets, you immediately blast that update to all 30 million timelines. For the reader, it's lightning fast, but your system has to absorb that massive fan-out workload. See, scalability isn't about finding one perfect answer. It's about understanding your specific load and making smart trade-offs. Okay, your system is reliable. It's scalable. You're handling viral growth. You've won, right? Not so fast. Because now we have to talk about the silent killer, the thing that quietly grinds even the most amazing projects to a halt over time: maintainability. I mean, really think about it. The launch crisis is over. The team celebrates. But a year later, progress has slowed to a crawl. Adding one simple little feature now takes weeks. What happened? What is this invisible force that just strangles innovation? The killer is complexity, and it looks like this: a chaotic, tangled mess of glowing red wires. Engineers have a name for it: a big ball of mud or legacy code. It's a system that's become so convoluted that nobody fully understands it anymore. Every single change is risky, expensive, and slow. It's where productivity goes to die.
And if you think this is just some nerdy engineering problem, get this number. A mind-blowing 80% of the total cost of a software project is not in building it. It's in the ongoing maintenance, the bug fixes, the updates, just keeping the lights on. Ignoring maintainability is a massive, massive financial mistake. So what's the cure? How do you escape the mud? It comes down to 3 principles that untangle this mess. Number 1, operability. Make life easy for the team that has to run the system. Number 2, simplicity. Actively manage complexity so new engineers can actually figure out what's going on. And 3, evolvability. Build your system so it's easy to change and adapt for the future. You do these 3 things, and that tangled mess snaps into a clean, beautiful, efficient grid. So there you have it, our 3 pillars. But here's the secret. You can't just max out all 3 at once. The real art of great system design is putting it all together in a constant, delicate balancing act. Let's recap real quick. Reliability is about surviving faults. That's your defense. Scalability is about handling growth. That's your offense. And maintainability. That's about ensuring the long-term health of the project and the sanity of the people working on it. That's your endurance for the long haul. Architecture is just balancing these 3 pillars. But how do you know how many servers you actually need? Tomorrow, for day 15, we learn the ultimate interview cheat code, back of the envelope estimation.